Hello, and welcome to another session on using the new Blender for video editing. Last time, we saw how we could use mask modifiers, how we could take a strip inside of our video sequence editor and use it as a mask for another strip. So in this example, we have a meta strip which has white border, which is visible, and then black on the inside, and that's invisible. Applying that to our top video so that it only shows the outer border, but then the inside is totally transparent, which allows the bottom video to be seen through it. As part of that video, we saw a few things, and one of them is that the strip that you use for the mask modifier doesn't have to have the same length as the video strip you are applying it to. As we can clearly see here, this strip is only, a second or two long, but it works across our entire frame range. So the reason for that is because when Blender uses the strip as the mask modifier, if it doesn't have the same length, then whatever is on the left side of the strip will use the first frame as its mask, and then whatever is beyond the last frame of the strip that you're using as the mask modifier, that will use the last frame. So we can use our understanding of how Blender does this to take our strip, our mask modifier, and instead of just using it to show or hide things, we can use it as a transition from one video to the next. So in this video, we are going to try to create a simple transition, a wipe. Let's start by doing a wipe right now so we can see what it is we're after. I'm just going to quickly duplicate this scene and then tweak things around a bit so we can get our wipe in action. Cut that. Over here, we'll cut that. And I'll take this one and transition, wipe. And I'll also change the angle to -90 degrees, so that way it goes from left to right. This is what we're going to try to recreate. So let's go back to the original scene and get rid of this strip. And let's talk about it as we do this. So we're going to start by adding a color strip, and we'll just let it be just exactly that long. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this color strip and we are going to apply it as the mask modifier to this first video. This is going to be the video that we see first, and then at this point it's going to start transitioning over to this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply it as the mask modifier now. So we'll go to the Modifiers tab, click Add Strip Modifier, click on Mask, and then because strip is already selected, we can just click on this empty space here and choose the color strip. There we go. So now immediately we see that our first video has disappeared because of the fact that our color strip is black, and black means it's not visible. The first thing we need to do is change this strip to be white because we want it to start fully visible, and then by the end, from this point until the end of the color strip, it will change to be black, completely black. But how we do that is through animation. We're going to animate the position of this strip so that it shifts off of the screen. So let's jump back. I'm just going to press the page down key. We're going to jump back to the start of the color strip. And I'm going to scroll down to position X. And we're going to set a keyframe here. So we can either press the letter I, or we can click on this little circle here. There we go. And then we just need to jump to the end by pressing page up. let's back it up 1. I'm going to use the left arrow to back it up 1 so I can still see the color strip. And then we will adjust this position. We're just going to keep sliding it all the way until it's no longer visible. The value is 1280, which is exactly my X resolution. That makes sense. Okay, so with the position all the way to, so it's all the way as 1280, matching the width of the video. Now I will click this button again to set that keyframe. So now we have 2 keyframes, so I can use the up and down arrow to jump between them. And I can just use the arrow keys and I can see how that's going to look. That's pretty much what we're after. Now the final step is to hide this. So let's go all the way up to the top and click that checkbox. And you can see it's already working. But let's go from here and just use the arrow keys. Because there we go. That is our transition, which looks pretty much like this other one, right? Same thing. So there you go. Using an animated strip as your mask modifier, thereby giving you a transition from one video strip to another. So again, the way it works is because we started off with our strip being perfectly white, and that's what Blender was using as the mask value up until the start. Then we animate it somehow. In this case, we made it shift over so that it went from completely white to completely black, or not present, which is effectively the same thing. So by the last frame of our strip, it is now totally black or missing. So that way it is no longer visible, or the video strip that we applied it to. And that's the basic process. So that's what you can do to create any sort of transition, in fact. In the next video, we're going to show you something that you can't get out of the box with Blender. Alright, so that's it for today. Hope you liked that. If you did, please do give it a like and subscribe so you can see more content when it comes. Thanks, and bye now.